Hi guys. You seemed to like this one last time, so I thought it would be a little bit fun to do again. Your next spicy encounter. Um, so let's get started, I guess, with Aries. I did not want to use this deck, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can grab another one. I just feel like you use this deck so much. All right, this is a new deck. Let's see what this one looks like. Yep, there we go. This was a gift. For Aries, your next spicy encounter. For Aries. Keep in mind, guys, I do not do time frames, but if I see numbers, I do mention that. Aries, this is somebody not a different culture than you. Very different beliefs. Could it even be an age difference I'm getting? Oh, somebody very unexpected. This is not somebody you would... This is somebody that you meet and you know, think they're cool, but you just don't think there's much there, or you don't think that it's going to turn into anything. And maybe this person feels the same way. It's like, oh, well, Aries is cool, but like, you know, we're just going to hang out, or this is just a fling or something of that nature. And then it turns into actually having feelings for each other. Okay. So it's going to go beyond just a spicy encounter. This is going to be like a regular encounter. Somebody who's like really invested, to be honest with you. It's going to probably throw you off a bit, throw the both of you off a bit. I don't know if it's long lasting, but it is going to last a while. And I'm seeing smoke, so this is going to be pretty heated. This is going to be pretty intense. With the Hierophant too, it could last. It could last. Regardless, it looks like a fun time. For Taurus, your next spicy encounter. For Taurus. Why am I seeing a... The hell is that animal? Capybara. Strange. They have a new Capybara Cafe, I guess, in Tampa. I really want to go. Okay. All right, so this is somebody you're going to go through some sort of change with. You probably already know who this person is, because I feel like you guys have probably already had an encounter, or at least have talked about it, and then you separated, or somebody kept their options open, or something along that line, and then you guys come back together, okay? I don't think this will be your only spicy encounter, to be honest with you, coming up, but this is definitely going to be fun, lighthearted. One of you might be a little more invested than the other. It's still pretty balanced. I don't see anything like you have to be concerned about pregnancy or STDs or anything like that. But I think it'll be enjoyable. The only issue is I really just don't see it being long lasting. I think there's going to be other opportunities, and that could ruin the vibe, guys. That could ruin the vibe for sure. Yeah, I'm seeing more than one, Taurus. I am, so. Moving on to Gemini, your next spicy encounter. Stop it. Gemini, your next spicy encounter. What does that look like? Oh boy, Gemini. Your next spicy encounter, as fulfilling as it is, could lead to heartbreak. Could lead to heartbreak. I don't love this for you, to be honest with you. Oh, look at that. Okay, change of plans here. Okay, so I see you having a spicy encounter that leads to heartbreak. I think it's else a fling or somebody you're currently with, and immediately meeting somebody else that ends up being your Ten of Cups, and the sex will be bomb, because I have every spicy card here. I think it's going to go a lot further than you anticipate it going, and this other person that you have been intimate with is probably going to have a beef with you at some point when they realize that you moved on as quick as you did. That's not your fault. Sometimes that just happens, okay? It's going to be very emotionally fulfilling. Somebody's going to end up being very invested in this, so just keep that in mind. I'm seeing a lot of gift giving for some reason. And again, it looks really passionate. Just be prepared. Just be prepared. Moving on to Cancer, your next special, your next spicy encounter. Can I talk about Max for a second? I love my son so much, but he's kind of crazy. I do have to say, he's going to kill me for saying this. He's probably going to see this and like yell at me, but I'm not going to get into his private life, so to speak. But several years ago when he still lived at home, many years ago when he still lived at home, and he was working at a bakery, we were all sitting around. My son is extremely conservative, very conservative. Like, you know, like holding hands is a major event. Like he's a very loyal kid. He's very, like, he treats women well. Okay. Anyway, holds doors open, flowers, all that crap. So we were in the kitchen. We were all talking about like sex and things of that nature. Like, I'm pretty open with my older kids. And we said something to Max, and Max was like, you guys don't know if I'm a virgin or not. You guys don't know. And I was like, Max, unless somebody has broken into the house. I was like, we know. Like, I'm sorry. He was not really thrilled with me saying that, but it was still funny. Cancer, your next spicy encounter. Damn, your next spicy encounter could lead to marriage. So just be prepared, because if you're not looking to get married, you might want to avoid it. This is 10 of Cups energy. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the only issue, I'm going to be honest with you, the only issue that we have here is a soul tie, which I know, you know, is okay for some people. I think sometimes that can be a little bit uncomfortable, especially if things don't work out. I don't see, I hate to say this, I feel like this is more of an emotional attachment to this person than it is going to be like sexy, fun, exciting, you know, PDA and sneaking off to the bathroom in public. You know, it doesn't look like that. It looks like, okay, you know, missionary and smooching and love notes. That's what it looks like. I'm going to be honest. So if that's not what you're into, my apologies, but it does look like a long-lasting situation for you. So keep that in mind. Lots of care. Very, very, very sensitive, loving person. The number 4 stood out. So 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months in the 4th month. For Leo, your next spicy encounter. Be careful. This is going to be one of those things, Leo, that it's going to be a very deep, deep spiritual connection to this person, okay? Even if you don't mean for it to be. So I'd watch out, because if you end up really into this person, else it could lead to pregnancy or heartbreak, one or the other. Be very careful with this next opportunity. This person's looking for stability. They're looking for tying someone down, but I don't really feel like this person's necessarily a very loyal person, so I'm not loving that. Make sure you protect yourself at all costs. That's what I'm going to say. You may even be telling somebody how you regret it in the long term. If it makes you feel better, you have a soulmate coming in right after that. Watch out. You have a soulmate coming in, but you also have this person's going to end up stalking you and trying to cause some conflict, so be careful. Be really careful with that next one. That looks not good. Okay. Moving on to Virgo, your next spicy encounter. Virgo. Okay, it's at a distance. Could be while you're traveling, or you're traveling to this person. All right, so here's the thing. They're going to keep their options open, or you are. Somebody is keeping their options open. This is a fling. This is not going to be a long-lasting situation by any means. The truth of this is probably not going to be set up front. It could be like you go on a date and you think this could turn into something and it just doesn't, because this person never had anything and the intentions were just for sex, basically, okay? So they're not really invested. Protect your energy, especially if you're looking for something long-term. Now, if it's you that's just looking for the fling and you're doing this to them, just be mindful, okay? You guys are not going to meet on the same page here. Let's see if the sex is any good. Mediocre. Mediocre. It's not even that great of sex, so it's whatever. So some Virgos having a threesome. Dude, I've said this. I have said this for the longest time, and I don't care if nobody agrees with me. I always know I'm right. I know that Scorpios have this, like, reputation for being, like, so kinky and so wild and, like, oh, you know, so sexual or whatever. Now, keep in mind, I've never had sex with a Scorpio, so I can't say anything about that. But I think Virgos are the kinkiest and the craziest sexually. I will stand by that every day. I know a ton of Virgos. I was married to a Virgo. I have Virgos I work with. I think Virgos, if you want crazy sex, I'm sorry, it's Virgo all the way. It's not Scorpio. I'm still seeing some wild stuff here. So that's interesting. That is interesting. Sorry, I have people messaging me. Moving on to Libra, next spicy encounter. Libra, next spicy encounter is going to leave you having regret. This person's else going to break your heart. Yeah. This person's going to else break your heart. They're going to ghost you. It's going nowhere. What a mess. What a mess. Devil energy. Causing you some sort of imbalance. Keep that in mind, guys. I've said this to my children, and I really think this is why my kids are such good kids and they're not sexual people, if that makes sense. I said beyond getting pregnant, beyond catching an STD, you can catch energy, right? Everybody knows that. Work with shitty people or that are always miserable, you become miserable. Hang out with people that are always happy, you become happy. You know, that's how this works, right? We are energy. And you know, I proved it with my kids. I did the whole, you know, yell at the plant, be nice to the plant, look, watch which one dies. Take an orange and scream at it. Take an orange and see which one rots first. You know, I've proven the theory over and over again. So I personally think that this is bad energy. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this at all. I think if you wait, you'll have new opportunities, and the next opportunity after that could be long lasting. I have the Hierophant and the Two of Cups. It's going to be something, though, that you're going to have to flush this, like, demonic, and not really demon, guys, but demonic energy after this encounter, because it's going to be like, how are you going to attract something positive if you have, like, this shitty energy on you? So be really careful. I really don't like that. Manifest the next person. Try to avoid this one and manifest the next person, okay? Moving on to Scorpio, your next spicy encounter. For Scorpio, your next spicy encounter. Ooh, passionate. Watch out, I have devil dick energy here. It's one of those things you guys know that you can't get away from it because it's so good. It's like that intimacy is like addicting. So, and you move forward with this. This could turn into a long-term partnership. I'm going to be honest with you. It could. It could. This person's going to heal something about you, Scorpio. All right? So even if you guys don't always get along, this person's like going to wow you. This is soulmate energy. I'm going to be honest with you. For a few of you, it could be a reconciliation. But it's good sex, guys. It keeps you attached. I don't think you guys have the same love language. I'm going to be honest with you. That could pose a problem in time, but look at this. This is a long-lasting relationship. Moving on to Sagittarius, your next spicy encounter. Sagittarius, your next spicy encounter. I could say something and I won't. So for most of you, you're already in a relationship with this person, and or this is a person you have a long-lasting relationship here with the Hierophant. I have Devil Dick again, guys. This is one of those things that the sex is going to be good enough to keep you trapped. There's a big investment here. Working at it. This is going to be a relationship, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. You're in the upright, passionate, fulfilling. Could be a spiritual connection. I'm going to be honest with you. We have manifestation here. If you're not looking to get somebody pregnant, be careful. We have 10 of Cups energy. All right. Sagittarius, this is like a long-term relationship. Your next spicy encounter is not going to be a fling. Okay? And it looks like it's going to be good sex. Moving on to Capricorn. Your next spicy encounter. 10 of Cups energy, Capricorn. Be prepared. Messages going back and forth about emotional fulfillment. This person's in it. Okay? It's not going to be just sex. This is going to be, hey, like, this is, what more can we do? Let's take this further. You're moving in with me. We're getting engaged. We're getting married. Okay? Be careful, because I feel like there is the possibility that you keep your options open and they get quite disappointed or upset. Okay, so make sure when you meet this person, when you interact with this person, you know exactly where they're coming from. You know, be honest, be upfront if you're not looking for something serious, because they would get pretty hurt. Yeah. They like you, they like you. Is the sex any good? It's like intimacy, sweet, okay? Nothing wild, nothing crazy. Whoa, 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 no, no, no. Okay. Moving on to Aquarius, your next sexual encounter. Moving on to Aquarius. I don't know. I don't really trust this person, Aquarius. I'll be honest with you. They're still emotionally attached to somebody else. If they can remove that energy, if they can get past that energy while getting to know you, or while you guys are having your fling or whatever the hell you guys are doing together, it could lead to the 10 of Cups. It could lead to stability. It could lead to something long-term. But they have to really detach first from somebody. I do have the Lovers. I do have the Empress. Be careful of pregnancy. Oh, Lord. Better go warn Lulu. Be careful of, again, like I said to Capricorn, be upfront, be honest with somebody. If you sense this person still, like, has somebody else on their mind or in their energy, I would, like, you know, back off a little bit. Excuse me. Wait till they come back around. Because if you don't give this a chance, I see regret. And if they don't give this a chance, I see regret. But ultimately, I do think this has a chance. Hold on. How's the sex? Excuse me. Jeez. This is very selfish. This person's very selfish sexually. Ew. Ew. All right. For Pisces, your next your next spicy encounter for Pisces. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's going to come with, oh, Jesus Christ, Pisces. Oh, my God. All right. I see heartbreak, and you're trying to heal when you meet this person, and you guys immediately have some sort of soul tie, which you know is not necessarily great. Though we do have 2 of Cups. It looks like a very back and forth relationship until finally you guys end up committing, moving in together, getting engaged, getting married, whatever the case. This is going to be something major. I have 2 marriage cards, so keep that in mind. but it comes with after heartbreak. It comes after heartbreak. So it's like, sex looks good. Communication could be a struggle, for sure. Be honest about what you want. Make sure they're not keeping options open. Does look like they want to commit, but distance or finances could play a part to this as well. I don't know what that's about, but just keep that in mind. Your next spicy encounter, yes, it's great, but you guys have to make sure you know what you want. You guys have to make sure you're on the same page, especially if you're heartbroken and you're still not detached. You could end up hurting somebody. Hurt people, right? So just keep that in mind. Does it have a chance of survival? Yes, it does. Is there emotional investment? Yes, a conversation about it. But just make sure you know what you're getting into. This is very karmic with all these 8s, Pisces. All right. So be careful. All right, guys, enjoy.